The Honourable Christopher Finlayson.
Mr Speaker, the third reading of this bill marks the end of more than 2 years of consultation and policy development on a matter that has troubled this nation for many years. Today this House will repeal the Foreshore and Seabed Act 2004 and replace it with new legislation which recognises and protects the interests and rights of all New Zealanders to the common marine and coastal area. It will confirm the right of public access without charge to that area. It will protect the rights of coastal navigation, port activities, other infrastructure and access to minerals. And it develops a way in which Maori can seek to have their interests and rights protected on an equal basis. This recognition and protection will include recognition of mana tukuiho status for iwi and hapu, to acknowledge ancestral connections with specific parts of the common marine and coastal area. It allows for the recognition of customary rights associated with the exercise of long-standing activities, and it gives iwi, hapu and whānau the right to seek customary title to specific parts of the common marine and coastal area to which they have had long-standing and continuing connections subject to the continuing right of access. Mr Speaker, it's been said at various times during the debate that the government was rushing things or was not taking enough time. Indeed, just a few minutes ago, Hone Harawera was asking again for the bill to be delayed in favour of a long conversation. Well, we've already had a long conversation. The Ministerial Review Panel, which recommended repeal of the 2004 Act, was set up 2 years ago and reported in June 2009. The bill we debate today has been before the House for 6 months. And one thing that has become very clear over those 6 months is that noise does not always equal principled opposition. That's right. But for all the noise, what has emerged during the debate of the whole committee is that there is a consensus among nearly everyone in this House on the most important points, in particular the repeal of the 2004 Act, in particular restoring the right of iwi to seek customary title. There have been points of difference between the parties, but I think those differences have narrowed as the debate has gone on. As I said, we agree that the right to seek recognition of customary title must be restored. Then there's the narrow issue of how we provide for that access to justice. This bill provides guidance for the courts based on the remarks of the Court of Appeal in Ngāti Apa, the experience of Commonwealth jurisdictions such as Canada, and our shared understanding as New Zealanders of the importance of beach culture and manaakitanga. The alternative proposal would be to repeal the existing law and leave the courts to piece together the tests and awards of customary title from scratch. But that would probably take years to achieve and lead to uncertainty. We believe that certainty is important. That's why codification of the tests and awards is necessary. Indeed, this was the view of many submitters to the Select Committee considering the bill. It was also the view of former Attorney-General Michael Cullen. In Labour's extremely good submission to the review panel in 2009, he wrote that the goals of certainty and equity demanded that tests and awards should be codified in the legislation. And I agree with Dr. Cullen. On a number of occasions, I've acknowledged that submission and thanked Dr. Cullen for his very positive contribution to the debate. And today I want to record my thanks to him for his help. I have to say that in all my consultation, I never once met one iwi leader who wanted to stop the public going on any customary title area. This set of values about the marine and coastal area is shared by all of us and is expressed in the fact that Labour and the Greens would also legislate for free public access and the inalienability of customary title. Mr. Speaker, Parliament created this problem in 2003 and 2004 following the court ruling. It's incumbent on Parliament now to provide a solution and to put things right. By and our shoulders because it may be a difficult task. Look, it's very easy to sit on the sidelines and snipe, as the Green Party did, a party which has not made one positive contribution to the debate. Third-rate sloganeering is not a contribution. And I have some very friendly advice for the ACT Party, which has been schizophrenic on this issue, not knowing whether to be Tea Partiers or classical liberals, Sarah Palin or Margaret Thatcher. Choose Margaret Thatcher. Choose classical liberalism. It's a much classier brand. In the end, I think we've struck the right balance. I note that in his report last year, the UN Special Rapporteur James Anaya wrote that this bill represents a notable effort to reverse some of the principal areas of concern of the 2004 Act. Mr. Speaker, today I want to pay tribute to the Maori Party for always holding firm to their principles. Working with my colleagues in the Maori Party on this issue has been the highlight of my time in Parliament. They have achieved repeal of the Foreshore and Seabed Act 2004, and no one can take that away from them. I particularly want to mention the Honourable Tariana Turia. She has shown quiet dignity and courage in support of her convictions. She does not seek the headlines. She does not need to rant to get her views across. Rather, she approaches issues fairly and with the gravity they demand. She is a great New Zealander, a class act. I acknowledge the leader of the United Future Party, Peter Dunn. He has taken a principled approach on this debate from 2003 onwards, and I have to say he's been of great assistance to me as we work to find a just solution. I want to thank David Parker, Parakura Horomia, Mita Ruranui, Kelvin Davis and Shane Jones for their contributions during the committee stages of the bill. I have great respect for those parliamentarians. Look, we disagreed on a few key issues, but I agree with David Parker that the debate on their part was devoid of hyperbole and rancour. It was a very positive contribution. That's why I'm mildly disappointed by Shane Jones' somewhat resentful and waspish contribution this afternoon. Having said that, however, I congratulate Mr. Jones on his outstanding SOP. It was so good, it was unanimously accepted by the committee. And finally, Mr. Speaker, I acknowledge the hard work of the officials in the Ministry of Justice and the Parliamentary Council Office, and I thank them for their outstanding efforts. So today we move to settle an issue which has troubled our nation for a long time. But I am confident, I genuinely believe, that this legislation recognises the interests of all New Zealanders in the common marine and coastal area. It rights a wrong that occurred in 2004. It represents a just solution to a difficult problem. I commend the bill to the House.
Members, order. Members, this debate has concluded. The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. Contrary will say no. No. The ayes have it. Party vote. I'll ask the clerk to conduct a party vote.
New Zealand National.
58 votes in favour.
New Zealand Labour.
39 votes opposed.
Green Party.
9 votes opposed.
ACT New Zealand.
5 votes opposed.
Māori Party.
4 votes very happily in favour.
Got to rule that out, don't I? I'll ask No, I'll just ask the member to recast the vote, please.
Māori Party,
4 votes in favour.
Progressive,
1 vote opposed.
United Future,
1 vote in favour.
Honourable Chris Carter,
1 vote opposed.
Hone Harawira.
Wairua e whakae.
I'm sorry to inform the member, but his vote is out of order and can't be counted.
Point of order.
Point of order, the Hone Harawira.
Can you explain why you gave the Māori Party the opportunity to vote differently, but not me?
Yes. The member didn't cast a vote, and in the interpretation there was no vote cast other than a view expressed. So, order. I'm dealing... Order.
A vote was cast.
Now, I asked the member, could the member just state what he just said? I'm sorry, because there was other...
A vote was cast.
No, the Speaker the other day made it very clear that a vote had to be very clear, and the interpreter, this was a matter for the recall of a Speaker during the committee stage, and he ruled very clearly that unless the interpretation was clear and a vote was cast, then it would be not counted, and I've ruled accordingly. So that's the end of the matter. That is the... No. There are... well, point of order, the Honourable John Carter.
I seek leave of the House to allow the member to recast his vote.
Right, leave is sought for the member to recast his vote. Is there any objection? There is no objection. I'll ask Hone Harawira to cast his vote.
E kore au e whakae.
Okay.
Te whare.
Members, the ayes are 63, the noes are 56. The motion is agreed to.
Marine and Coastal Area, Takutai, Moana Bill, third reading.
Order. Members, order please. Members, I call on Government Orders of the Day number